No doubt you've heard a lot about Tesla's price action on Monday, a $323 swing intraday. Today, Piper goes to $23.22, Jim. Elon Musk on Twitter replied, wow. And the firm's point is that if solar and storage really does rival automotive one day, in their words, investors will eventually need to pay attention.
Well, look, there was a great discussion on Squawk with Bob Lutz about how great Tesla really is. The Piper piece is trying to find a justification and comes upon software and basically saying that this is they're using that it isn't a car. It's a technology vehicle that moves people around. But I keep coming back to September 22nd. I know Melissa was talking about the battery. That's battery day. It maybe goes 1 million miles. Look, I think the issue is exactly what Honeywell told me. Darius Adamczyk, the CEO. You can build a possible battery that can last 8-9 hours. That is a game changer because an 8-9 hour battery takes you very far across the country or north-south. So if he has that, then I think people will say, you know what, I see why people paid. It wasn't just day traders, not that there's anything wrong with them. I see why people paid these prices because that battery is then going to be able to be a gating issue to whether they can make 2 million cars or 3 million cars. We'll suddenly realize this is not a small company, it's a giant company, and they can't produce them fast enough, and they have the best battery. And it's entirely possible that this might be the only car company that is able to come through this period because we are all going EV. We are. And so I think it's the battery. That's what we have to watch. David, you a battery believer?
Sure.
I guess.
Sure. Yeah, why not? I'm a battery believer.
Sure.
I'm using my car again.
Yeah, sure. That's all you have to say. What are you, a diehard? Are you ever ready? We're talking about like a major issue here.
I'm aware of the major issue. I'm aware of it, yes. Even with oil prices where they are, though, Jim, even with gasoline priced at fairly low levels, you think there's still going to continue to be the rapid adoption?
I told you I said fossil fuels are dead. You just won't listen to me.
I do listen to you, and I'm well aware of that. It's funny because we don't discuss ESG nearly as much as we once did prior to the pandemic and how important it is. But I would assume that leads you to still say that fossil fuel stocks are off limits for you.
Only Chevron and
uninvestable.
That's only Chevron and Parsley. PE, $10 stock.
Yeah.
So go Robinhood yourself. And yes, Chevron for 6% yield. Carl, this group, the $40 oil seems to be some sort of wall, and I think those stocks have to be sold.
Interesting. Yeah, 40's been sticky, Jim. I mean, to your point about combustible engines, I mean, Ford Bronco, Ford said there was a stampede of reservations last night. They had to bring the system down and apologize to people on Twitter.
If it only mattered what they make, the F-150, unbelievable, kicked the tires for another last weekend. Here's the problem. Balance sheet. Balance sheet is terrible, and they need cash. They're not an airline. I mean, when I listen, it's very, very, because Filippo knows this group so well. I mean, I was just trying to figure out how many millions is Delta losing a day when it's something like in the high 20s. But Ford has all these areas. I thought that what Ford was going to do was just invest and then sell the products that people really want and not try to be Ford to all people and all things all over the globe. But they haven't put that strategy in place, and you still find, well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good the 150 is or the Bronco. They're losing so much money in places that you never even thought they were.